everybody and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert. And today's episode we set up the production of Demon Will crystals from blood magic. Using this whole crucible and ritual setup, we can now produce all the 4 variants of will, which we will now need for the attunement altar in our next episode. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we were meant to make ourselves the observatory telescopy thing to start looking at constellations, but I found something out that I actually have to do right now instead, and that is actually make ourselves demonic wills. Right now, I have a lot more stuff bookmarked than before. The hope is next episode we'll start doing some attunements. And we need to also sacrifice a garden of Gaia on top of this thing, which is also a little bit tricky. I don't know how we're going to manage that, but I guess we're just going to have to summon him in and, yeah, just build the altar either up above or underneath the platform or something like that and defeat him. I don't know how many blocks I can probably get it, but I'll probably have to wait until like, he teleports near the center-ish and then finish him off there. But we'll be building a different ritual, probably all the way out over behind our village over here, just as a temporary location to do it. We probably could do it in the open space, like right here. It might be enough room, but it's whatever. But anyway, the hope for today is to actually start producing every type of will here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the exact same way as I remember it. The last time I ever did demonic will crystal growth was back in Aldemod's 3 Expert Shedding Tears. That was nearly over 2 years ago. So it's been a long time since I've actually grown crystal wills. Now the thing is, I actually already have some wills. I've actually been getting wills as a byproduct, like here, by doing this. On stream, before last episode, there was a thing where if you were to get tin powder or any kind of powder, we were trying to figure out what's the best way to duplicate insenium ore. And they mentioned throw the ore in a mana pool, that will give us chunks, and then throw those chunks into, or lightning strike those chunks, then you'll get this powder stuff, or these filaments. You put the filaments inside a natural altar with a crumbling catalyst, I think. That will turn into a powder, and then you throw that powder and a rune of winter into a pool of liquid starlight, and there's a 20% chance and 20 rolls to get back the actual, like, crystal, and then you crystal that inside an altar here into nuggets, and then you combine those nuggets into ingots. It worked quite well. The first time we did it on 1 ore, it was a 5 ingot per ore. Then we did it a second time with 3 ores, and we managed to 7 times our ore. So it was actually a really good process, and I just decided to, you know what, I'm just going to make myself a bunch of will at the moment. So I got a stack of, I think, clogrium, or chucked it in there, lightning struck it, done the whole process, and it produced quite a bit. If you look up actually, clog, I think. Is it clog or what was it used? I don't even know what mod it's from. Filaments, or I have no idea what it's called. Maybe just blood magic? I look up blood altar and use it on tier 5 or something like that, or just find it in here somewhere. Yeah, so crystalline slivers. Okay, so if I look up sliver. Yeah, there we go. It was regulum I used. I know I got a lot more urethrium out of it, but I used regulum as it. I think actually I processed up more than that. But anyway, these regulum slivers can be put in the altar, turn into nuggets, and then combined into ingots. So yeah, it worked pretty well. And right now, at the moment, I was testing out this guy as well, which is also a resistive heater. They also mentioned like Jews on stream. And what that does is I can input an amount of temperature, or like an amount of power into this guy, and he will produce a certain amount of heat. Right now, without the heat pipe, he's producing over 1,000 degrees. I have a entangled block linked to this thermodynamic processing plant, which is keeping this guy at 927 degrees, which is right in between 900 and 1,000 degrees, which is needed to turn this demonic will powder and the essence here into crystalled will. But hopefully after today we won't even need to do that, because we'll be able to grow all different types of will. Because at the moment we're only making the other will. Like right now we can make corrosive will. This demonic will is 1. And I don't know if it will grow all 4. Like this is just demonic will. There is this corrosive will which requires etching acid in a thermonematic processing plant. There is vengeful will which requires blood in a thermonematic processing plant. Steadfast is obsidian, and destructive is this blazing blood. I'm hoping I won't have to really worry about that, because if I look inside the sanguine book right here, and we have a look at a couple of rituals, there's a ritual here of resonant of faceated crystals. And what this does is, you see those 4 points? That will grow crystals, as you can see in this image right here. So hopefully, what we need to do is get ourselves this crucible. This demonic crucible, when you give it a Tartic gem, the Tartic gem will have will, and that will release the will into the aura in the chunk. I hope it doesn't spread any further, because I don't know if it causes any bad effects. I'm hoping to do it right here. The plan was to put the Wicked Altar here, but I have a feeling the Wicked Altar can just go over here where I currently have this altar. Like, the Wicked Altar isn't that big, and I think it'll fit right there, no problem. And this chunk right here is perfect for doing this will growing. So if we can grow this, and you can see the crucible over in the corner here, and like you have one crystallizer here, which is growing the main demonic will, and then it's also grown 4 byproducts: the steadfast, the corrosive, the whatever they're all called, the corrosive, the vengeful, steadfast, and destructive. So hopefully it'll grow all of them. Then there's also another ritual that will automatically harvest them for us, which we'll also set up now as well. This one's called the Crack of the Fractured Crystal. Breaks demonic will crystal clusters of all aspects within its range, dropping the result on top of the crystals. So it'll just drop it in the world, and we can just use a vacuum hopper to pick it up. So that's what I'm hoping anyway. And it doesn't have anything else. This all does cost LP to run, but because of how much LP we're producing, I'm not too worried about it. And since we already have max light network, it should be perfectly fine. So the first one I will need to make, if we have a look in here, is this fractured one, because I want this guy about 2 blocks in the ground. Actually, should I have one? I think actually 1 block in the ground should be good. So what I can do is use this and find the center of this little piece, which is, I think, right here. This should be dead center. And then what I can do is dig out the outline of this guy. And then from there, we'll be able to build it. Okay, I think that's all of the holes dug out. So hopefully now we should be able to build this guy now. So we have a look here. We're going to need 44 runes. So ritual runes. I only have 1. Slate. How many slates do I have? Not much at all. So give me like a stack of these guys and see if we can make that now, because this is going to take a while. So just come down here, and that's going to pump all of these guys in. And if I just use my time in the bottle just to speed this up, because we are producing enough blood to keep this guy filled. All right, there we go. I made myself another master ritual stone, but we got 57 ritual stones now to work with. So hopefully now that'll work. So coming back over here, I need to remember, where does the master ritual stone go? I think it's actually 1 block up in the center of it. So put that there. And hopefully now, if I can find it in here now. So it was fracture of crystal or something like that. Resonance and fractured crystal? Crack of the fractured crystal. And there's one called resonance of the oh, that's the faceted crystal. So no, it's not that one. Crack of the fractured crystal. Yes, this is him. So if we build this now, I think that's all of it now. I don't think there's anything missing. We'll just double check the image itself just to make sure. Yep, there's meant to be a hole in the top, and it's got all of them around it. Okay, perfect. So this guy is ready to go. So now if I look up weak activation crystal, we'll know if this works now. If it gives an error, it broke. A rush of energy flows through the crystal. Okay, so this is pretty much ready. The only thing we need to do now is build the next ritual on top of it. So let's find the faceted crystal. Crack of the fractured crystal. That's not it, is it? No, we want resonance of the faceted crystal. There we go. So the shape of this guy is, the master crystal is 1 block up from the bottom. Oh, Okay, actually, I wonder if I put this block there and put that here, will this actually fit over it? This hardly fits over it, right? Hang on. I wish I could rotate this whole image. Let's test it. If it doesn't work, well then it didn't work. Oh, we need more ritual stone. Slate. We have 8. I think we're only like 1 short. We're 2 short. God damn it. Even just crafting 64 takes a while. All right, we got 10 more. And if we hit this now, a rush of energy flows. Okay, so we can actually build it nearly on top of itself. So there we go. That's nearly the entire thing built. The only thing we need to make now is the actual demon crystallizer, which will turn any will that was inside these cathartic gems and release it into the air for the crystallizer to collect. So we need to make ourselves 2 more hellfire forges, which is 2 more cooking pots. I need another conduit, so there we go. Craft that for me, please. And conduit. Perfect. I love that lighting auto crafting is amazing. So then I'm also going to need some pewter inlays, so grab a few of them. And what's the other ingredients for the hellfire forge? We're going to need ourselves other stone pedestals, so grab 2 of them. So 2 pedestals, 2 of them, 2 of them. That in the center. 2 of them. Is that right? Yes, and then we just need stable wormholes and reinforced slates. So 2 of them, 2 of them, and then the wormholes. I have 4 of them. Right, perfect. Let's go add this into the guy over here. So 2 slates, 1 of those. Okay, I don't know what that was. 4 of them, a wormhole, and then a cooking pot. There we go. And now we just need to repeat that again. And there we go. So that's 2 hellfire forges. Now what we can do is crystallizer, grab out all these ingredients, put them in, like so. And it looks like we still have enough Tartic gem, which is good, or will in our Tartic gem. The crystallizer, on the other hand, should be the exact same. Put these items in, and we don't have enough. So we need to go fill this gem up. And do I have any more gems? I do. Actually, this one's full. Can we use that one? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. I'm planning on upgrading to the next Tartic gem now as well. So there we go. We got a crystallizer, and we have this guy. So we come up here with the demon crucible, and we can put the crucible like right here. And what we can do then is the crystallizer is going to go here. If we put this gem in here, you can't really see anything happening. But what's happening is, if we actually pick that up and have a look, we have 324. Put that in there. Give it a couple of seconds. It's 324 still. Okay, do I have to speed this guy up maybe? It should just start releasing aura into the area. 324. I guess we'll just need to give it some time. What does the book say in here? Through keeping demonic will locked up is advised, an experienced sanguinemancer may choose to release some of it into the environment in order to refine it further. Placing a Tartic gem into a demon crucible will release the will, binding it to a local chunk. Okay, at least we're in 1 chunk right now. The amount of will present may be seen with an aid of a demonic will, a demon will aura gauge. Okay, let's get ourselves an aura gauge. Aura gauge. This guy. Let's make ourselves one of these so we can see what's going on in the area. I think I already have some demonic will crystal. I keep calling it demonic, it's just demon will. So if we hold this now, we can see there's nothing here. And if we look in here, I don't even know what that image is showing. How do I know if it's showing a lot? Is this guy like too out, like too close to it? Does it have to be like out here more? Like if I stick it in this corner, yeah, even here. Do I need to like activate it or something? Oh no, there's 217 in here now. Oh, okay, look. So it actually has grown the crystal. I was just too impatient. It just took some time. So what's happened now is it has created the cluster. And over time, there will be more clusters come off of this guy. And I think for each cluster that is grown, it will move it down onto top of one of these ones. So they got fire, earth, air, and water. And it will do that. So if I speed this guy up, like, does it matter if we sped up or not? Oh, if I'm holding shift, it shows numbers next to the readings. It says 100 and then a bunch of zeros underneath it. I have no idea what that means. Does the book have any information on it? Hold control on it. While in the player's inventory, the demonic will aura gauge will display a HUD element which will show how much demon will is in the local area. From top to bottom, it's measured in raw, corrosive, steadfast. Oh, okay. So we're 100% raw at the moment. And I think over time, as these guys grow, yeah, you can see these are the gauges here. As we grow over time and this guy makes more, he should start outputting more at a time. 204, there was 218. So, yeah, this is going to take a while. While that's actually growing then, let's go and upgrade these Tartic gems. To upgrade it further, we're going to need to get ourselves any type of will, which we have, and a Gaia Spirit ingot. So I think it's about time that we go fight the Gaia Spirit. I was planning on holding off and fighting him until next episode when we're going to be doing the attunement, which is going to require a lot of it. But now is as good as the time as ever. So we need to make ourselves 4 mana pylons. So let's grab out those ingredients. So Gaia Spirits, mana pylons, eternal crystals. Okay, I'm not auto-crafting them. I thought I had a pattern for that set up, but I guess not. Not a problem. I can craft it here myself. So ender, shards, whatever. I need 4 of these guys. So I need 16 of these crystals. End crystals. Are these called end crystals? No, just called crystal shards. I need 16 of these guys as well. And I'm going to need 4 atom god shards. And you know what? I'm actually just going to set up the auto-crafting here. I can't be bothered doing that. So input number 1 is going to be this guy. Input number 2 is this guy. Okay, so we put these ingredients in here. It should bring them up and drop them into here. And there we go. Off it goes crafts. I just need to grab the finished item so I can tell it to export it. So that, come down here and extract out. Oh, I guess it didn't pick it up. Did I pick it up in here? Eternal crystal. Yeah, there we go. So I want this guy here to extract it out and insert it into this chest. Okay. And that way now I can go actually craft the pattern if I wanted to. I forgot to unpause the recording again. I was saying I need 16 electrum now because now we need to make ourselves the mana pylons since we have the eternal crystals. So if I look up crystal here, eternal crystals, 4 of them. So 4 of them, put the 16 of these like this and 4 of that and then 4 of them here. What I was saying is I have some ideas of some huge Botania mana generation upgrades coming up now in the future. Because this is not enough. I thought this would be a good idea to have enough mana to do what we need, but clearly it is not. Now I know, of course, it's very slow at the moment because, of course, we are not producing enough wheat to keep up with the cake production, which I could have swore we were, but apparently not anymore. 2, we need to upgrade to Gaia mana spreaders, which we'll be able to do now after we get the whole iridescent altar and all of the celestial constellations made. And then 2... yeah, 3, these cakes are just not enough. I was looking up some things to see what's better for mass mana production, and I saw someone using the TNT flowers to absorb mana, and I was looking up on the wiki their production. It was like 80 or 60,000 mana units per TNT or per explosion or something like that. And if we had a bunch of them set up underground or something like that, and then just sent all the mana up to the surface into a mana battery, that would be really, really good, because we're going to need to send mana around a lot coming up now in the future, especially when sending it to different things like the stellar neutron activator for making tritium, I think requires it. Yeah, he needs 4 million units of mana, and I don't know what a mana pool's units are holding. If anyone knows what that is, that'd be great. Like, does anyone know the contents of a mana spreader? But yeah, anyway, we'll get into that eventually. But for now, we just need to finish making this and make ourselves the Gaia Spirit. Okay, now that I have all 4 mana pylons, I need to upgrade these now into the next tier, which is Glimmering Living Wood and the Spirited Crystals. So Spirited Crystals, SPI. Spirited Crystals, I need 8 of them, so craft me 10. The other thing then was glimmering living wood, so I need 16 glimmering living wood. There. We're going to bookmark that now, and I need terra steel. Terra steel now, and I have 8 or 10, so I just need 8 of it, which is perfect. Spirited crystals, I have 10, put that 2 away, perfect. Now I can craft this up now, so 2 crystals, 2 terra steel, 4 glimmering living wood, and a mana pylon. Okay, I have 3 pylons, they just get absorbed up by the ender hopper. There we go, 4 natural pylons, and now it's time to make the Gaia pylons. So I need nitro crystals, so how much nitro do I have? I have 23, okay, perfect. I need 8 nitro crystals. Elementium, I have plenty of that, so I just need 16 elementium. And then I just need 8 pixie dust. So how much pixie dust do I have? 51, okay, perfect. So I just need 8 pixie dust. Alright, perfect. Now the time to craft these into Gaia pylons. Right, there we go. That's the final one. We're running out of source here, so I chucked more milkshakes in this guy to start consuming them up. Alright, so we have 2 in here because the other 2 got sucked up again. So Gaia spirits, perfect. So now we should be able to go set this up now. So I need some iron blocks. So these are quartz enriched iron, so that's not the right stuff. I need 9 regular iron blocks. So 7, 8, 9. I'm also going to need myself a beacon. Beacon. There we go. So 1 beacon, and I don't know. Do we do it right here? Sure. Why not? It doesn't really make a difference, does it? Okay, so we'll clear this. Go to here because I can never remember exactly how many blocks it's going to require. So entry index. Let's go down to Gaia, Guardian of Gaia. Oh, it's called Ritual of Gaia. There we go. So this, and we just need to find the location to put it. Because this thing has like a border it has. You need to make sure you put it in the right area. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't get in the way now. That goes there, and then dirt block underneath each one of these. Okay, and this, we'll know if it works now if we try to put a terra steel in it. If it doesn't work, it'll just say something's wrong with the area. So, terra steel. Grab one of them, and let's get going. I think you shift right click. Order not suffice. Okay, yeah, so it has to be completely a flat location. Actually, if that's the case, we could move it north. Alright, let's see if this is good enough. Oh my god, that's loud. But yeah, it works, as you can see. So we cannot fly in here because of our thing, but we should be able to hover. So there we go. We just need to take our own self out. Which shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, yep, he's gone into his invincible stage. I'm stuck with a ton of withering. And we're just going to get bombarded with mobs now for a moment. It seems we were just on the edge of the block here. So yeah, we're going to be probably like fighting these mobs now for like another 30 seconds. Which is at the worst, because they just give you poison. Alright, he should be coming down now any second. Yeah, there's no more mob spawn, he's coming down now. And one more hit. There we go. Guardian of Gaia down, and he dropped 8 spirit thingies. So, with the 8 of these now, we should be able to go turn them into the Gaia spirit ingots. So, let's go over and do that now. So, it is 4 of these, and then 4 Gaia spirits, plus a terra steel. And this will make us a what's it called? The Guardian of Gaia ingot, or just the Gaia ingot. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. For some reason I couldn't see it. But now, with this, we should be able to make ourselves our Greater Tartic Gem. So it looks like we need to make another one of these demon slates, or demonic slates. So off that goes. And now, if I go over here and have a look at our gem, you can see, look, it dropped one. So it automatically dropped the will. Now, it should have grown onto the other one, which it hasn't. And I'm not sure if it is still running. It definitely did do the push thing. We might as well double check it. Weak activation crystal. I think I'll put it in my bag here. Yeah, I mean, clicking it isn't doing anything. And if you look at up division sigil, I think this guy actually shows how much network is in your thing. Yeah, there's plenty there. Hey, look, another one just dropped. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. This should be just spreading it around. Unless something's wrong and it isn't doing it right. But if we take out a crystal here, you can see it's low. We might need to have it more full for it to work. But anyway, let's grab back at our gem here. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's in my bag here. Unless there's something else I'm supposed to do to increase the levels in the area. Because if you see, there's absolutely no levels in the area. It just went up to 96 there now. Which is still allowing this guy to grow. But there's no other levels here. Yeah, a lot has changed since the last time I did this. Because last time I did this back in like 1.12. Might have been 1.7, 1.10. You needed to set up like this hole and summon some peaceful mobs and then use another ritual to damage the mobs to release aura from the mobs into the area. That will then generate up all your different things. But you can see there's nothing in this area here, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so let's see if we can actually upgrade this gem now to the next tier. So apparently we have everything, so just drop all those in and stick that in there. I think this guy actually has to be full, so let me just grab out my, not my netherite sword, my sentient sword. And you might as well take this gem as well. And let's go to the end and get some more will. Damn, this world is definitely getting laggy now. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, actually, the game is completely frozen. What's going on now? I don't want to touch anything in case it crashes. Oh, we're back. Okay, thank God it didn't crash. Alright, back over here now, and let's upgrade to the Greater Tartic Gem, and then from there we should be able to go back to the end and just completely fill this guy up. I might even need to restart my world. It's been running non-stop all day. So I might need to restart my game. There we go, Greater Tartic Gem, and I think if we just hold right click on this guy, it should transfer all this. Yep. And let's head back to the end now and actually see if we can charge this guy up. And then I'm going to have to do a little bit more research to see if I can get this ritual stone to work, because it could be different in this pack. They could have changed something. And that's written in the book, because does talk about something different in here. Like saying raw demonic wills are more of a general purpose with the new abilities the crystals have been created. New abilities may be granted to your sentient tools. First, the Tartic Gem must be prepared, either freshly created or by draining all of the will from it in a crucible. Next, burn a few of a single type of will in a crucible in a chunk without any will present. Finally, place a Hellfire Forge in this chunk to use it to reabsorb the will into the Tartic Gem. Its color will change to match the color of the will that was absorbed. With this specialized Tartic Gem in your inventory, right click with any sentient tool as shift attunements, and yeah. So I don't know what that's talking about. I think that's just talking about changing the wills to apply to your tools. So I'm going to have to look at something else and see what's going on. Anyway, let's put this down on top of this guy again and just see if he will start producing the wills. If not, I'm going to have to do some research. This guy could be completely broken. Maybe I might have to actually change the block type or raise it up higher so it's not touching this guy. Because this ritual might be missing a block in the corner here that this guy here, the other ritual, is blocking. So this ritual might be activating because it's connected to this one, but yeah, it might need a different or more space. Anyway, I'm going to give it a few moments here, and I'm going to do a little bit of research to see if I can figure this out, because this is 100% raw will in this area. But I feel like it should be giving me something else. Okay, I definitely was doing it right. I just had to give it more time. The problem was the other guy was harvesting this guy before it had a chance to split it across into these guys. Now, I don't know, like I tore down the whole ritual just to see what was going on. Now, I don't know if I was to rebuild that ritual now, will it keep this main crystal here? I have a feeling I might need to come over here and harvest these guys by hand, which isn't exactly what I was wanting. But these guys only produce an extra one when this guy has reached all 5 spires, or these little clusters, or whatever they're called. So I don't know, but it has been working, and if I think it said if I had a Tartic Gem that had over 1,000 will, and I right click it, I should be able to harvest it. I'm not sure. Do I have to right click with a pickaxe? Do I break it? Okay, there we go. We got steadfast will. So I don't know if I have to like just break it with a pickaxe. Could I put like a modular router here and just make it so it breaks it every time with like a block breaker? Or can I use like a block breaker? Block breaker. Yeah, so there's these block breakers here. I wonder, can I actually do that? Can I actually put these crystals back down? No, I can't. But yeah, it was working the way I was hoping. It just takes a long time. And if you have a look in here, we've already drained, like, I don't even know what the original one has had, but it had quite a lot. But yeah, I have to wait for this guy to fully grow all 5 spires, and then it splits it across. I knew it was definitely going to work, but it's just very confusing the why it wasn't working in the first place. I thought it would just have grow 1, place it down, grow 1, place it down, but no, it has to grow all 5 and then drop it down. But because of that now, we have all of these different wills, which is exactly what we want, which is perfect. So I think what I'm going to do now is just AFK and collect a bunch, and then by next episode, we'll be able to start working. So next episode, we're going to get ourselves the branch of Yggdrasil, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yggdrasil. So the Horn of the Wild would then fill it into a Galahorn, and then the Galahorn will be filled from this guy, and we drink that, and then when we kill the Gaia Spirit tier 2, it would allow us to... the Gaia Spirit will drop this rune of Tablet of Imbutilar. Butier? I don't know. But it's needed for making ourselves the Blood of Kisvar, and then the Blood of Kisvar is going to be used in here to make the Attunement Altar. We're also going to have to make a second one of those to make the Mead of Kisvar, and then we can drink that, and then that would allow us to enter that portal and go to the rune, literally the dimension of Alfheim, which will be amazing because that entire place is filled with Elementium Dreamwood, and the whole world is made out of living wood, living rock, meaning we won't have to worry about ferment and converting it using pure daisies anymore, because we can literally just mine up thousands of it, millions of it, billions maybe if we wanted to dig out the entire world, but there's literally no need for that. So let's test now with the block breaker. Like this small block breaker here definitely does work. Okay, and actually never mind, he does need power. Is there anything here that doesn't need power to work? And I might actually lower this guy down into the ground since I don't have to worry about him anymore. So let's actually lower him down before he crafts any more crystals. Okay, so it's rebuilt now. For some reason the book says it wasn't completely built, so I was actually digging underneath to see if I could fix it, but apparently not. So yeah, everything's fine under here now. Just need to make sure I fill in the ground. Okay, perfect. So now if we put this back on top now, I just activated it just to make sure. There we go. It's definitely working. And now we just need to give it some time to reproduce all the crystals again. And I don't know what is to run the speed up. Like if we give this guy speed, does this give the speed, or do I have to speed this guy up? Well, speeding him up grew this guy, but I think I might need to speed this guy up to make it grow the crystals faster. Yeah. So, in terms of block breakers, are we going to use this one or the other one? Might as well try, because I don't even know if all of them are going to work. Let's try this one first. So, there we go. We got the crystal now. And, of course, it'll face the wrong way. So, we put this here. And I don't know, like, is there a way to tell when this guy grows? I don't know. Do we have a ender cell? We do. Put this on top, and will he break? Okay, he broke it and he got all 3 and he put it in the system, or put it inside himself. So that's perfect then. So if I just have that running infinitely on all sides, and whenever it detects one and we just pump it into an ender chest, that'll be perfect. So let's make ourselves 3 more of these guys. Okay, so we'll put this one this way, this one this way, this one this way, and this one this way. And then we'll just get some cable, connect it all, and we'll stick an ender cell right here. I don't think it really matters if it's connected like this or not. But whatever, so that's all set up now. So whenever they get power, they'll break, and you saw that they broke and they went straight into the system now. Now I just need to grab out some logistical transport pipe, an ender chest, and I'll stick the ender chest where, like, here. And what we'll do is we'll just use the logistic pipes and just go the whole way around. Now in a morphing tool, set them all up to extract. Right, there we go. And now if we look in here at will, boom, we have all of them. I think I have a few on me, so we put all this stuff away. And there we go. We have all of the wills, which is amazing. And these wills here, I mean, I could technically grow from here as well, but I need this guy to infinitely fill to the max so he can keep creating those wills. I mean, I can just go into the thermatic processing plant with the essence in it and just craft a few if I need them. So it's not that bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it then. So next episode, like I said, we're going to be crafting ourselves the attunement altar and setting up all the different things and making ourselves this Mead Kisvar And then, yeah, and then after that, we'll be able to start working on the observatory and maybe even looking through the telescope and start matching up some constellations. And as soon as we've done that, we can make ourselves the observatory lenses and make ourselves, at last, the solar neutron activator. Then we can start mechanism properly. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you on the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.